Dear students, previous classes we will discuss about the some living organisms characters. Dear students, character features of living things are mainly 8, but here only 5 important character features of living things. Only 5 important character features of living things, such as growth, reproduction, metabolism, consciousness, and interactions. Previous classes we will detailed discussed about the 4 important living organism characters. So today we are going to discuss about the 5th important living organism characters, such as interactions. So discuss about the one by one. So dear students, all living phenomena are due to the underlying interactions with organisms. All living phenomena are due to the underlying interactions within the organisms. So dear students, generally plants are autotrophs, remaining all are heterotrophs. By means of photo, plants to be make a own food material in the presence of sunlight, but animal organisms and human beings do not make a own food materials. These two organisms is always depend upon to the plants. But here, plant's body is made up of different types of cells. So these cells containing different types of cell organelles, such as chloroplast, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, ribosomes, and mainly nucleus. So these cell organelles one to another depend upon two, and one cell organelle is interaction to the another cell organelle, then one cell interaction to another cell. So that is interactions. All living phenomena are due to the underlying interactions within the organisms. Given the 2 examples are here. Okay, now first example are here. Properties of tissues are not present in the constituent cells, but arise as a result of interactions among the constituent cells. What is meaning of tissues? Generally, every organism, including plant organism and animal body organism, is made up of number of cells or a group of cells. So these number of cells or group of cells to be formed one tissue. A group of cells or more than 2 cells to be formed one tissue. Okay, now are not present in the constituent cells, but arrays is always result of interaction among the constituent cells. This is the one example over here. Second example over here, properties of cell organelles are not present in the molecular constituents of the organelles, but arise as a result of interactions among the molecular organelles. So dear students, a single cell containing different types of cell organelles, such as chloroplast, mitochondria, Golgi complex, lysosomes, ribosomes, and nucleus. Especially plant organism containing chloroplast cell organelle, but animal organism and human being organism, the cell do not containing chloroplast cell organelle. Anyhow, so metabolic process is also similar. Why? Because these organisms are always depend upon to the plant organism. So here, properties of cell organelles are not present in the molecular construct of the organelles. Especially nucleus. Only nucleus to be containing Some body organism unicellular, some body organism multicellular, some are prokaryotic, some are eukaryotic, and color. So these are the some variations in one living organism to another living organism. So however, there are also several organisms that cannot be seen naked eye like bacteria. There are millions of plant organisms, millions of animal organisms are grown on the earth or are grown in this world. These several organisms to be easily observed, but some of the organisms is not easily observed, only observed with the naked eye, like bacteria. This bacteria only observed to be under microscope, under light microscope or electron microscope. So some of the smaller organisms are here. These smaller organisms is not directly appear within the eye, only can be seen with the naked eye, only to be observed one type of microscope, that is light microscope or electron microscope, especially bacteria organisms. So these bacteria organisms are to be observed only under light microscope, including is also viruses. So each kind of plant, animal and organisms represent a species. Several organisms are grown on the earth, such as plant organisms, animal organisms, human being organisms, including microbes, some of the microbes. But here each kind of plant, animal and organisms to be represent a species, that is plant species, animal species, human being species, so bacteria species and virus species. Okay, now each kind of a plant, animal and organisms represent a species. So how many species are identified all over the world? So dear students, so the number of noun species ranges between 1.7 to 1.8 millions. 1.7 to 1.8 millions of organisms are grown on the earth, or are grown in this world. How much? 1.7 to 1.8 millions of species. What a wonderful in this world or on the earth. Why? Because different kinds of or different types of species are grown on the earth. And this earth is also not only plant species, animal species and human beings and microbes, and also to be containing well-developed deserts, cold mountains, hot springs, and also deciduous forests, and also freshwater lakes. So here, dear students, earth is very beautiful or very wonderful. Why? Because these components occurs in the world. So what is meaning of biodiversity? The number and types of organisms are present on earth, that is called biodiversity. The number and types of organisms are present on earth. So number of plants, number of animals, number of microbes, and number of species, number of plant species, number of animal species, number of human being species, and how many types of plants, how many types of animals, how many types of microbes, by means different types of organisms. So several numbers of organisms are grown on the earth, that is called biodiversity. The number and types of organisms are present on the earth or in this world, that is called biodiversity. Then after to be join a special categories based on the available characters. Based on the available characters. That is called classification. That is called classification. So classification, in this classification is given by part 1 lineages. That is plant classifications, animal classifications, and microbial classifications. Microbial classifications. Okay now, by means several kinds of organisms are grouped together into the form of categories. Based on the available characters. That is called classification. That is called classification. For example, classification of plants, classification of animals, classification of human beings, classification of bacteria, classification of viruses. Okay now. So it is a prerequisite for classification of organisms into different groups. So what is meaning of identification? What is meaning of identification? So identification is to determine whether a collected organism is entirely new or already known. One student to be collected one organism, plant organism or animal organism. So this organism is already entirely new or already known. Entirely new or already known. That is called identification. That is called identification. This is very important here, identification. Okay now. So identification is to determine whether a collected plant organism, either collected animal organism, either collected human being organism is entirely new or already known. New or already known. So any organism to be collected. So this collected organism, so entirely new or already known. That is called identification. That is called identification. So in this identification is done by directly with the help of herbarium or indirectly with the help of keys and chlorals. Keys and chlorals. Already one plant organism to be identified. So this plant organism is one organism to be identified. One organism to be identified. This organism especially in plant organism. So this plant organism is not corrected or corrected. First it should be with the help of herbarium and flora. Herbarium and flora. One student already collected to the one plant species. So this plant species already collected another student. So to be identified with the characteristic features with the help of herbarium and flora. Herbarium and flora. What is the meaning of herbarium? Okay now. Identification is done by directly or indirectly. Identification is done by directly with an herbarium. Identification is done by directly with the help of herbarium. What is meaning of herbarium? Okay now. So herbarium is a storage of collected plant specimens. Herbarium is a storage of collected plant specimens that are dried, pressed and preserved on sheets. That is called herbarium. Okay now. Herbarium is a collected plant specimens. Herbarium is a storage and collected plant specimens. Herbarium is a storage. And those herbariums are stored in the rocks, in the racks. So several plant species, several animal species, several human being species are to be stored one of the house. That is bureaus and racks and almirahs. So that is herbarium is a storage of collected plant specimens. These collected plant specimens first of all to be dried, second one pressed, third one preserved on the sheets. That is herbarium sheets. That is called herbarium. So flora is one of the component of key. So key containing some of the components, those are flora and also museums and also museums. Some of the components are here. Flora is one of type of book. Flora is one type of book. An actual account of habitat and distribution of plants given an area. Distribution of plants given an area is called flora. Flora is one of the component of key. Key. But what is the meaning of key? So what is the meaning of key? So key is always with the help of indirectly to be any species of identification. So flora means is a book containing book actual account of habitat and distribution of plants given an area, that is called flora. That is called flora. Okay, now herbarium and flora both are also help in the identification of any species. Herbarium means is a storage of collected plant specimens that are dried, preserved on herbarium sheet. So flora is a book containing that actual account of habitat and distribution of plants given an area, that is called flora. So these are the helpful within the identification of plant species and animal species. Okay, now this is a short course about the identification. Okay, now thank you.